Being the middle child can shape a person's personality in ways that are often quiet but powerful. Growing up between an older and a younger sibling creates a unique psychological environment. From the beginning, the middle child enters a family where roles are already forming. The oldest child often holds responsibility, while the youngest receives protection and attention. Because of this structure, the middle child sometimes feels like they must find their own place. They cannot simply follow the path of the oldest or the youngest. This search for identity often becomes a defining part of their personality. Middle children tend to develop a strong sense of individuality. Unlike the oldest child who may follow rules closely, the middle child often experiments with different behaviors. They try different roles to see where they fit. This process can make them more adaptable than their siblings. They learn early that flexibility helps them navigate family dynamics. Another major influence on the middle child's personality is comparison. They are often compared to both older and younger siblings. Sometimes they feel less responsible than the oldest. At the same time, they may feel less protected or cherished than the youngest. Living between these comparisons can create feelings of invisibility. The middle child may feel like their voice is not always heard. Because of this, many middle children become highly independent. They learn to rely on themselves instead of constantly seeking attention. This independence can become one of their strongest personality traits. They often feel comfortable making decisions on their own. Middle children also tend to develop strong social skills. Since they sometimes receive less attention at home, they may build stronger relationships outside the family. Friends often become extremely important to them. In many cases, friendships feel like a second family. Another common personality trait in middle children is diplomacy. Growing up between siblings often means witnessing conflicts. They observe arguments, disagreements, and different personalities interacting with each other. Over time, they learn how to balance these situations. This experience often turns them into natural peacemakers. They know how to understand both sides of an argument. Because of this skill, many middle children grow up to be great negotiators. They are comfortable managing conflict and bringing people together. Empathy is another strong trait that develops in middle children. Watching family dynamics closely helps them understand emotions deeply. They often become excellent listeners. People feel comfortable sharing their thoughts and feelings with them. However, this sensitivity can also have challenges. Middle children may sometimes feel emotionally overlooked. If parents are busy managing the oldest child's responsibilities and the youngest child's needs, the middle child may receive less attention. Over time, this can affect self-esteem. The middle child might wonder if their presence is truly important. Instead of asking for more attention, they may quietly adjust. They learn how to handle emotions privately. This coping strategy can create emotional strength, but it can also make them feel isolated at times. Another personality trait that may develop is creativity. Middle children often explore hobbies, interests, or talents to stand out. They might become artistic, humorous, or intellectually curious. Creativity becomes a way to express individuality. Many middle children also develop a rebellious side, not necessarily destructive rebellion, but a desire to challenge expectations. They may question traditions or rules more than their siblings. This questioning helps them create their own identity. Interestingly, middle children often grow up to value fairness strongly. Because they sometimes feel overlooked, they become very sensitive to inequality. They dislike situations where someone is treated unfairly. This makes them strong advocates for justice and balance. Another common personality outcome is emotional intelligence. Observing different personalities within the family teaches them how emotions work. They learn when to speak, when to listen, and when to step back. This awareness helps them navigate complex relationships. In adulthood, these traits often become powerful advantages. Middle children can be flexible, understanding, and socially skilled. They tend to build strong friendships and meaningful partnerships. Their ability to adapt helps them succeed in many environments. However, some middle children still carry the feeling of being overlooked. Even as adults, they may sometimes doubt their importance. Recognizing this pattern can be very empowering. Once they understand it, they can begin to value their own voice. Instead of feeling like the person stuck in the middle, they begin to see their strengths clearly. Their adaptability becomes resilience. Their empathy becomes emotional wisdom. Their independence becomes confidence. In the end, being the middle child does not mean being forgotten. It means growing up with a unique perspective on relationships, emotions, and human behavior. And that perspective can shape a personality that is balanced, thoughtful, and deeply understanding of the world around them.